Well, well, well. Hello, Garo. Welcome in. Lucky stream today. I was very much asleep until, like, 5 minutes ago. I woke up and I was like, oh, lovely. I didn't sleep for the extra 4 hours. On accident. I am yawning, though. In secret. Because you can't see me. And nobody knows. I'm still asleep. I had to force myself off of the couch, which is where I fell asleep anyway. And then walk upstairs. And now I'm here, in my room, where I should have been asleep anyway. But no, the couch is my bed now. I didn't even open Clip Studio. That's how out of it I am right now. Let's try to warm up with comic stuff. So that by the time we get to the commission stuff, I'm not completely phased out. Oh, there's the stuff. Okay. And okay. I gotta remember what these words on the screen are gonna be. Means I'm gonna open up the last page we did. Alright. I really should put this in the script. But I have not done anything with the script. Playing Fae Farm Listening. I've been interested in that game. I've been looking at it. I did see that meme going around on Twitter that was like, so, Unity's charging per install now, but not actually for buying the game? I guess we all know the best way to support indie developers now. Steam players, remember your training. That's the truest thing I've ever seen. My library on Steam is probably like still like over half not even opened. Half of the games haven't even touched them. Oh, yo. There he is. Saw the Twitter policy about artist rights. I don't know which one. I'm sure there was another one, but they're all bad. If it was their AI one, then yeah. Stop yawning. Freaking goddamn eyeballs doing whatever they want. Can't post in nowhere these days. What had happened to her mouth? We gotta... 29th, they're allowed to use any art posted to Twitter to train AI and apparently sell it too. Ew. Why? Can't there just be one spot that isn't a nightmare? Instagram's doing the same shit. I ain't making a Facebook. Otherwise, then Mark Zuckerberg will know who I am and where I live. You know, I haven't made a Facebook in my entire life. I would like to keep it that way. So essentially, they own your art if you post it. I'm gonna freaking scream. Whoops. But yeah, I did see something to that effect somewhere in the over the past months. I'm waiting until YouTube just announces something completely out of left field similar, where they can just use your videos to train AI-generated video content, which would be a nightmare. I've already seen AI-generated video content. People are essentially using AI art filters to become anime characters, and it looks very bad. But one day it won't look bad, and that'll be the problem. They'll just be using it as a form of mocap, essentially. Which would be bizarre to see, but I can see it happening. It's already the most, like, popular use case for AI video, is just becoming an anime character and moving around. A friend of mine made a suggestion to post Disney images so he can stick them us on the bird. Yeah, get them to use themselves against each other. It's like what Unity did when they said, we're gonna take money from Microsoft. Sorry, I'm looking for stuff, by the way. And I guess we're all just waiting for Microsoft's lawyers to be like, oh, you are you? I exist, welcome, Proofbot. Do you hate AI as well? Yeah, Unity. Yeah, Unity is a whole other thing. Frick those guys. I'm looking, hold on. I had to blind you so that I could find my thing. Where is my thing? I need to look at this lady's hair. Unity apologized. Yeah, I did see that. I am AI, so I cannot say I do. How dare you? Well, as long as you're not the AI that steals stuff. Just don't steal anything. If you're one of them stealing AIs, then we're gonna have some choice cuts. I mean words. Alright, that's what her face looks like. Now I'm creative enough. Well programmed. That's the best news I've heard all day. And I've only been awake for about 5 minutes, so I guess my day has just begun. No. That's not how teeth go. There they go. It was like curving out. That ain't it. Ah, the Windows key. My mortal enemy. But it's also so useful, so I'll like never turn it off and I will always just complain about it. Finish up the colors for the other part of this ping. You've been streaming for 10, so you usually for the first 5? Yeah, that's usually how it goes. I wouldn't be surprised if one day my sleepwalking habit that I had as a child just returned. And I started up streaming one day. That'd be a nightmare to discover following day. I wouldn't say anything. I wasn't that kind of sleepwalker or talker, more specifically. But it's possible. I could boot up stream one day. At the very least, I hope not. I have not done any sleepwalking since I was like 6 years old. I don't know if I told this story on stream, but when I sleepwalked, how much of that is past tense? Sleepwalked. Regardless, when I did that, it was like a straight out of a horror movie, the stuff I did. I would like I would open the door to the room that I'm in, which is mine now, but it used to be my sister's. I have since inherited it a long time ago. I would open the door and I would just stand in the doorway like a freaking nightmare creature. It sounds horrifying. I would be unresponsive, obviously, because I was asleep. And then I just wouldn't say anything for like a minute or two, and I'd go back to my own room and go to sleep. Or I guess lay back down, because I was already asleep the whole time. And I'm glad I didn't have to experience that. I'm glad I was the one doing it, basically. Some other sleepwalking experiences I had, walking down the stairs to the basement. And it's like, I'm just impressed that I never died at that point. You are the sleep paralysis demon. Yeah, what a terrifying creature I am. A 6-year-old in flannel pajamas. Oh. Oh, everybody watch out. Here he comes. What's he gonna do? I'm not no manifestation of the Hat Man. Now that's a sleep paralysis demon that I would even be afeared of. And apparently a lot of people have it. It's just a dude, it's usually a tall dude in a trench coat and a hat. Usually one with kind of like a wide brim. And it's like, I get it. That's pretty spooky. I have sleep paralysis at least twice a year, really. I haven't had it in a while. I think I've had sleep paralysis, but never in the way that, like, comes with visions. I usually have sleep paralysis in the way where I had it. Where when I would wake up from, like, say, a nightmare or whatever, I would still be, like, my body wouldn't move and my eyes wouldn't open, so it would just be black. And it would feel like I was paralyzed. I could, like, barely wriggle around. And I did learn over the years that if I, like, tried to move around in a specific way, I could shake myself out of it and open my eyes, but I had to, like, really focus. It was weird. I don't even know what the heck that is. It's like half sleep paralysis, and I've never heard anybody else describe this before. I guess I've never looked it up. Maybe I'll see if anyone else on Reddit has this experience. Mine is the Man in Black, same. The Man in Black is caused by stress, so it happens frequently. Man in Black. Man in Black. No, not Johnny Cash. I wish Johnny Cash was my sleep paralysis team. I have that too. It's so weird. You just like half wake up, but you can't move your eyeballs. Or the rest of you. But you can shake yourself out of it, if you're me anyway. I looked up wake up but can't open eyes or move. I guess that is just called sleep paralysis. A sleep paralysis when you can't open your eyes or move is more common than visions. I have to start humming to get out of it. Interesting. I had to start, like, trying to will myself to, like, roll from side to side, and then I could, like, snap myself out of it. I haven't had that happen in, well, like, since the time when all my weird sleep stuff happened when I was a kid. I'm glad I grew out of all that stuff. There was a lot of nightmares for my sleep time rituals. Back then, I had sleep paralysis, I had night terrors, I sleepwalked all the time, apparently. I was a freaking as hell on earth when I go to bed. You never know what was gonna happen. Maybe all three. Good thing the parents locked the doors before we went to bed, otherwise I probably would have been out in the backyard one of these days. So yeah, that is apparently, it's just a different form of sleep paralysis. Interesting. Yeah, that's the one I had. I never seen nothing. I never seen no spooky happening. I saw plenty of scary stuff while I was asleep anyway. I didn't need to see any more spooky stuff. Whoop. I had to look at what her hair did. I don't even dream that much these days. I know how to induce dreaming in myself. Like, if I wanted to, I just have to stay up for, like, way too long. To the point where I start hallucinating and stuff. Then I could start dreaming again pretty easily, but I haven't done it just organically in forever. It's weird for me because I don't have visual memory, so I don't usually have visual dreams. So according to my doctor, I shouldn't be able to see the Man in Black. Weird. No, this looks wrong. Gotta move that. It's gotta be up, I think. Now what the heck was I doing with her profile here? I was doing that. Okay, it like frills out there. Got it. Okay. It's a lot of particular stuff that I could mediate or mitigate by just looking at me references. Now, I definitely got some visual memory. I might have too much visual memory. Pardon me. As it might happen, I can still remember what the nightmares I had when I was 7 look like in my head. All these years later, and I still remember them. Pretty vividly, too. I can remember the camera angles of at least like 12 of them in their entirety. That's how much they impact me. I don't know why. I can just remember all of it. I can't see anything when I close my eyes and think. Yeah, I think there's... What is the term for that? I've seen people who are actually artists who also have that, and it's impressive that they really just kind of work as it appears on the canvas. Aphantasia, that's the one. I wanted to say aphasia, but that's like a language thing. So yeah, aphantasia. I have great dream memory because every time I dream, it's always of the same places and the same scenarios, but slightly altered. Interesting. I was going all over the damn place with my dreams. A lot of crazy stuff. I won't go into detail because explaining your dreams and nightmares, from what I understand, is conversational poison, so... Even though it's interesting to me, I'm not just going to regale you with tales of my nightmares I had when I was 7 years old. Maybe later. I started with photographs so much, I don't know what people... I don't know what people who have passed away. Forgot a word. I don't know what people who have passed away look like, thank you. Now I understand. Yeah, aphantasia would be interesting. If I don't, you know, I kind of understand how people manage to be artists even without visual memory, because I'm not using visual memory as nearly as much as I could be while thinking about drawing. I could stand to use it quite a bit more, actually, but I just don't. So maybe that should be a thing that I use to my advantage, but, you know, it's definitely not required. I feel like I have a similar workflow to the people who have aphantasia. I have to use reference images? Yeah, that's a common thing. And that makes sense. That seems like it can mitigate a lot of the legwork of trying to create form in your brain. These freaking Monster Hunter Rise vocals, let's go. I don't think any other playlist I've brought up uses these, so that's nice. This has to go up, I think. I've only had one dream that was interesting enough for me to write it down and like consider it as an idea for like a series or something, or like a story outline that I would what is it? Just edit and revise later. Oh my god, I need water. I didn't realize today would be so off. What's going on? Makes things hilarious when I play games like Gartic Phone. Yeah. I don't know what I need. I know what I need to draw, but it's not gonna look 100%. You'll get some surrealist vibes. Listen, I don't know what's gonna come out, but when it does, you guys have to. You cannot. Nobody laugh. You're not allowed. Funnily enough, one of the artists I was thinking about when thinking about artists with aphantasia has a whole thing on their YouTube channel where they play Gartic Phone and they animate with other animators inside of it, and he does great. But I imagine it is a struggle for him to do that. Kind of mitigates it though. His name is Ross Draws. I'm sure you've heard of him if you've been on the internet. Once known as Rubber Ross. No, I think he is Rubber Ross. Ross Draws is a different art YouTuber. Hold on, I'm getting my Ross is all confused. Definitely have. Yeah, they're all freaking. There's too many Rosses. Mario Mania. Yeah, he's the Mario guy as well. He does a bunch of the Gartic Phone streams now, has aphantasia, and I think he kind of mitigates it by having the way he formats his animating in Gartic Phone streams. That's like the gimmick, is that he gets a bunch of people in there, and then they have no time limit a lot of the time. So they really give it their all to make these crazy animations in Gartic Phone. Ross Draws is the art YouTuber that did a weird cosplay collab with Ethan, and they did I don't remember who they dressed up as, but they were wearing very tight tights. I have lists in my head of what things look like. For example, an apple is mostly round with a stem. Can be various colors of red, yellow, or green. Yeah. That's interesting too. Because instead of envisioning forms running through a checklist, it's weird. It's weird to me, I should say, because it's just a completely different thought process. Because for me, I don't think about things in lists. I don't even. But for me, I also don't utilize. I can visualize things in my head, but I feel like I don't. I've just kind of brute forced my way into intuiting what forms and stuff look like. Like when I think about drawing like these sketches here for this night guy, I'm not really thinking about the forms before I draw them. It's usually while I'm sketching it that I think about the angle of what these things are gonna be at. I'm not freaking Kim Jong-gi over here. Had to make sure I said the right one and not the North Korean dictator. Where he can visualize entire scenes in his head and move around as if he were like a 3D camera. It's just crazy. That guy, master for a reason. But that's what he says too for like his art advice whenever you read like or watching some of his workshops. He's like, yeah, I just think about the entire scene all at once and then I just put it onto canvas. Like, you're a maniac. Your brain is an anomaly and you need to understand this. You teaching a workshop by being like, just be a savant like me, it's not helpful. And it's not his fault that he's a genius, you know, obviously. But it's just funny to see that his teaching methods basically require, if you want to maximize his method, that they require you to be this kind of absolute mental gymnast, able to balance entire locations in your brain. Does her eye need to be elevated? Maybe? Whoops, this is gonna move. I already know what layer this is gonna move. Yeah, we need this one. Oh, but I did do this, didn't I? Aren't I a stupid? Aren't I a dumb? The answer is yes. Always. Now, why did this happen? Why does the world hate me? Then I gotta get this. I found this weird webcomic earlier today. And this weird creator in general. They're very questionable. I don't know if recommending their content is even a good idea. But from what I can understand, it's largely, if not entirely, based in satire of the human condition and various peoples. It's like a Filthy Frank type logic, where it's like prejudice, equality, everybody gets a joke made at their expense. But it's this webcomic called Saint Dennis. And it's just very interesting. It's like a comedy, sort of slice-of-life thing, if you could even call it slice-of-life, because it's very absurdist comedy. It's basically about a group of bullies in a school and all of the antics they get up to. And I bring it up solely because of the fact that I read the entire thing today. It's truly bizarre, but I did enjoy it. And it helps that a lot of the stereotypes are a lot of it's not like a racial kind of thing. At least mostly, which is not a good qualifier, but trust me, I don't think it's trying to be offensive. The vast majority of the time. And if it is, it's doing so in a way that it makes you understand that everyone's getting stuff thrown at them. Like, most of the stereotypes are stuff that you can, like, choose. They're like aesthetic type stereotypes. Like, for example, there's a goth girl stereotype. And it's at the point where, like, the text in the font bubbles, or the font in the text bubbles that she speaks is just like a really absurdly hard to read gothic font. And that's funny. I enjoy that. That's a good visual joke. I like that one. But the creator is definitely an oddball out there. I saw some comparison that somebody made about him, and it seemed pretty accurate. And it was like if Shadman was not a complete, horrible, degenerate loser. And it's like, that's not really much of a high bar to surpass, but, it's like, it seems pretty accurate. It's like the most accurate description I've come across so far. It's a very truly, I'll say unique creator. But I do like what they do. For some reason, I don't know why. I thought it was funny most of the time. Because Shadman, let's be honest, that's not a cool guy. I don't think anybody's saying anything controversial if they think that out loud. Dude's like I don't know if he did actual crimes, but I think he did actual crimes. And if he didn't do actual crimes, he's certainly on his way there. With the stuff that I've seen or heard about him over the years. Oh god, the victory theme's so loud. This is a relaxing Monster Hunter playlist. You can't do that. It says sleep, study, and focus. You imagine trying to sleep and that comes on? Absolutely not. I'd be wide awake. I am wide awake right now. More awake than I was. Interrupted my whole sleep mode. Yeah, I'm pretty much a different person now. I'm honestly waiting for this pizza to come out so I can suffer that well-fed buff and pass back out. Yeah, man, get yourself like just a big old turkey as well. On the side. Get the tryptophan going. Also, we're not allowed to talk about passing back out for at least another hour, so that I can concentrate on being conscious for the stream. I'm not doing a sleep stream. Not now, not ever. At least on purpose. Maybe on accident. Maybe I'll sound like Oda did during the announcement for a Season 2 of the live-action One Piece show. Man sounded like he did not want to be awake for that. To record that little thing. I remember the time when Oda asked his fans on Twitter, I believe, if he could have like a day off or a week off, I forget, and everyone's like, dude, just like take a year, man. Just freaking get out of here, dude. Take a nap, why don't you? Dude hasn't had one hiatus over the course of his entire run. He's a nutcase. I respect him for it, but he needs to stop this if he wants to finish his story. Maybe it was Saint Denis as well. I don't know how to pronounce stuff. Waiting for cross-save for Warframe. Are they planning on that? How do they not have that already? Then I can start playing again? I wasn't aware they didn't even have that feature. You'd think they would, with how old that game is. Finally coming this year, my god. What have they been spending all their time on? Making questionably attractive skins for people to purchase? Better late than never, that's true. Pretty much, that's what it seems like. They know their audience. Make it Fae Farm, let me know. It's cross-platform multiplayer, interesting. This I did not know about Fae Farm. Got it for the Switch. Ew. I didn't realize it was a multiplayer game. Consider my interest piqued. With a capital Q, which is weird because the letter's like in the middle of the word, but it can be. If you so desire. Invite people to your farm, whoever host can invite, or not allow, up to 4 friends. We got like Animal Crossing type beat. Come to my island, do not dig up my plants. And then that's exactly what they do. Can have multiple saves, interesting. I don't see why I can't purchase that. Although I did make a questionable financial decision recently, not intentionally, mind you. I thought it would be a good investment, actually. I bought myself a water pick, also known as a water flosser, because I wanted to see what they were like, and I hear they are better than like traditional floss, like the, I don't even know what, the wire floss, is that what you call it? I just call it floss, personally. Or like if you have friends you want to show your farm to, you can co-op the farm. Or you can co-op the farm. I hate those things. I bought one because I heard they were pretty good. And the one I got, I didn't know this at the time. You're supposed to buy ones. This is a crude approximation of a water pit. There's like a little water tank in the background. You're supposed to buy one with like a dial to adjust the pressure sensitivity. I didn't get one of those. I'm actually returning this one, because apparently you can. I used it once, and Amazon will still apparently take it back, so that's a little weird from my point of view, but if I get my money back, I don't care. If they can have it, I'll return it anyway. I got one where it had like 2 pressure options. It has normal and then soft, and I went to the soft option to start off with, and it still managed to lacerate my mouth in like 4 places. That's not as a result of, like, gingivitis, by the way. It was just genuinely, the pressure was too high. I had, like, 100 PSI water laser jet coming in and engraving my mouth. I bet I probably could have engraved, like, my own initials onto my teeth if I wanted to. But yeah, I was bleeding probably too much. So I'm going to be returning that. I'm going to try buying a different one after I get my money back for this one. But I thought it would be a good investment. Turns out, you gotta get the right one. I have sensitive teeth, so anything more than my RX toothpaste or my Ultra Soft toothbrush hurts so much. I didn't realize what I was getting myself into.
I basically bought a tooth railgun. Needless to say, I will be buying one with a dial that allows the pressure to be put down all the way to like a 1. I'm pretty sure on the scale that I was using, the minimum that the water pick that I used could go down to was like a 6. It was pretty intense from the get-go. I will say this line art's going pretty okay compared to how it could be going, so that's nice. I actually feel like progress is being made for once. Just not a sensation I feel normally. While doing line art, usually I feel something more akin to, I don't know, like the water pick, where not a lot of progress is being made, and I'm hurting myself. And I'd be better off not doing it at all, but here I am. Pizza has arrived. Combat commences. You battling the dang pizza? I guess the only time I would think I've battled food is when I'm eating a Hot Pocket, and I try so very hard to eat it, even though it is a molten lava cake. For 90% of the time that I'm eating it, because when it's a Hot Pocket, you just can't help yourself. Something about Hot Pockets just universally hinder the human ambition, or the inhibition. And you just feel compelled to eat the whole thing, even though you know it's going to kill you unless you let it cool down. But no, you can't do that. Time is of the essence. The Hot Pocket has arrived. You must engage in temperature battle. I guess, like, peppers are also food combat. Anything with a Scoville unit, that's just inherently, just by the books, a food with combat built into it. There's like that fruit that I heard about forever ago on some wildlife YouTube channel that like has, it's got little spurs in the juice, like microscopic little needles in the juice of it. That's gotta suck. Imagine eating that on accident in the rainforest. Oy. And it apparently feels about as bad as that would sound to consume in your mouth and drink it on accident. I have combat with cold food. Freaking ice creams and whatnot. Pineapples have an enzyme that eats you back. I do know about that. The pineapples tenderize you, which is messed up. Because I love pineapple. But I don't like the fact that it tries to kill me for eating it. What's wrong with it? Not appreciated, pineapple. Not appreciated. There are people who don't know they are allergic to kiwi and still eat it, like me. How do you not... Like, what? How does that work? Just no presenting symptoms? Mildly allergic to kiwi, your tongue feels like there's hair poking it. I don't think I've ever had a kiwi now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I'm thinking about it now. No kiwi recollection in my mind. One fruit I'm interested in, hold on. One fruit I'm interested in tasting at some point is the jackfruit. Because I've heard it tastes like pulled pork vaguely, and I'm curious as to how accurate that is. A lot of people say it though, so it can't be too false. I'm one to listen to the crowd at some points. Not all the time, but sometimes. No, that ain't look right. Hide the finger. I've been thinking recently, due to certain external forces, also known as people yelling at me to watch it, about getting into Golden Kamui, finally, especially after I heard that the manga is completed and the anime is confirmed in development of its final season. So if there were ever a time to start watching the series, now would be a pretty good time. Because at some point it's going to be done very soon, and I can just watch the whole thing when it's out. There's going to be 5 seasons total, so it's not even too huge of an investment. I'm surprised actually at how short the story is in comparison to other shonen anime I've watched, like JoJo, a series that is apparently very similar to Golden Kamui, and Hunter x Hunter, the anime that is so very long and is not even done. Technically, from a story perspective, it never will be, I don't think. I pray for the day that the Hunter x Hunter anime comes back, but that'll never happen, I don't think. But Golden Kamui seems like it'll be very cool. Even though there are CGI bears. Apparently they only show up once. But I am curious. So I'll probably start watching that soon. Since the character designs look pretty cool. Then I still gotta catch up on Vinland Saga. And I still gotta watch Arcane and Odd Taxi and a bunch of other stuff. I'm so behind. So behind in media, man. Why does the human race make so much stuff? I feel like even with the writer's strike going on right now, there's just too much god dang stuff going on. I should be using this as an opportunity to catch up on things while the writers are not making any new stuff for once. But no, I'm still behind. I saw that Drew Barrymore stopped her talk show, though, after people were like, hey, wait a minute. You're still doing stuff. Stop doing that. And then she did. In her defense, she did. She listened to people, and then she stopped. But don't be a strike breaker, everybody. It's a bad look if you're in the industry. And while people are on strike, you're just like, we're gonna power through. I mean, did you see what happened to The Rock? Apparently his contract at Universal got terminated as a result of all of this stuff. John Cena's too. And The Rock and John Cena are back doing WWE stuff. They're on Wrestling Network again. They're back in the ring. I didn't think it would ever happen. But The Rock came in, did a people's elbow, refused to elaborate, and then went backstage again. It was, what is going on here? I don't think anybody could have smelled what The Rock was cooking there. And it's like, I don't even think they need the money. It's just genuinely, they were gonna do projects, and now they aren't going to be able to do movies. So they're just gonna they're gonna go back to wrestling, I guess. They just have to do something. I kinda respect it. The need to constantly be doing stuff, even after all of the stuff that they've done in their lives. It's pretty impressive. I hope to have that level of ambition when I am their age. Also, I think I watched the video on YouTube. I'm pretty sure The Rock, if I'm remembering correctly, did get the crowd to start a chant where one side would say "Yura" and then he would get the other side to say "an asshole" because he was like smack talking someone who was doing a heel turn. And you gotta get The Rock to smack talk people. That's like the whole point of his wrestling character, Hollywood Rock and all that. That's why he shaved his head in the first place. And now he's just like that. Let's do a flip. Might need to ski. Yeah, I was figuring I might need to skew this. I did draw him a little wonky here. And this needs to protrude out more. Whoops. I did the thing. I rotated it. I can feel it before it even loads. You can't... Yeah, I knew it. I knew it was happening. From the moment I got out of bed, which was not too long ago. About an hour ago. Alright, so it's been about 1 singular hour. So I guess we could start on the other things. My other obligations. Did my music run out too? Wow. I should have timed it to that. I didn't even know that was going on. Transform, flip back. Oh no, it was already in its original state. Alright, there we go. File new. Let's do the old 3000 by 3000 at 300. It gives me a lot of resolution to mess around with. Get this paper layer out of here. Alright, let me just make some notes. I gotta open up Discord to get some stuff here. Blah, 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 blah. Stage right. Left hand doing the gesture. I could just type this out, but you know what? We're already here. And then we need it because of the wedding band. So I'll make sure to make that focused on at least to a significant degree to where it is visible. Did not show the visual reference off screen nor the audio. Yeah, no worries. Definitely not gonna do. I was very aware. We'll start with the closed mouth pose anyway, so you won't have to worry about me even potentially doing that. Let's see here. I gotta open up my own reference for the character model. I think the JPEG... No, yeah, the JPEG should be fine. Okay, let's get it. Yo. Sorry, but PNG. It's a different thing. Yo, yeah. Okay. Stage right. I forget every time. Here, you tell me which one is the right way, because I can't remember here. Is this the orientation that you're looking for? This is what I would imagine it is. Or is it over here? Hold on. This is purely on me being stupid. Is it 1 or 2? Ow. And I'll just turn this character into something while I wait. One, okay, thank you. I don't know, now I'm kind of into it now, so you're gonna have to give me a second while I draw whoever this nefarious little dude is. Wait. Okay, good. This is why we think about these things. This is why I await clarification. Why is this like a handsome goblin? I gotta undraw this guy. It's making me feel type of way. It would be 2, sorry, yeah, okay, thank you. My brain's tired of it. No, that's why I asked. Wanted to make sure. This, oh god, these faces that are coming out of my brain space today are truly horrendous. Why are these in my brain? Why is this man, this thing in my brain? Get him out! I don't like that. Alright, so 2 it is. Yo. Is open to the audience is when speaking. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yo. Ooh, I don't think I've heard this track before. What is this from? I mean, it's from Monster Hunter 4, so I guess I would've. I played that game way too much. It's a nice tune, though. I don't remember this song in the game at all. So like a credits song? And don't worry, I will adjust this neck. I'm aware I'm prone to drawing necks with 2 C's. As opposed to CK. I'd be drawing some necks. A little too long for their own good, usually. It's like that one anime. There's one anime that I forget what it is. But they draw some absurd necks. To the point where it's part of the art style, obviously, but it is, I can't take it seriously. Every character will be walking on screen looking like this, like a literal giraffe, and they just expect you to take it seriously. I can't take a dramatic plotline seriously. And characters be walking around like this, and they got like a full suit on too, and like a collar. So it only highlights how long their neck is, it makes it even worse. It's like a nightmare situation. I can't handle it. Look like Slender Man over there. This was on the 3DS. It's a crispy audio. If I became like a multi-millionaire, how many millions do you think it would take for me to be able to walk up to a Nintendo investor meeting and be like, hey, I'm gonna hand you this money, but only if you use it all to develop Twilight Princess 2. And I want to see what the cancelled sequel ideas were. I'll sign as many NDAs as you want, but I want to see it. I want to know what you had in store. I think it would take a lot of money, but also maybe not as much as you'd think. But then again, there'd be like the people. There's like that one guy in one of the Nintendo investor meetings who was like, when are we getting an F-Zero game? And they were just like, we're not making F-Zero anytime soon. And they said that to an investor's face, who asked them explicitly about it. So maybe they just wouldn't budge, and they'd be freaking crazy. They'd be like, nope, I don't care how much money you've come in here with, investors. We're doing what we want. We're Nintendo. Probably take enough to cover the cost of the game. The whole thing? That'd be so rough. Well, what about half? What if I cover half of the development cost? Like a couple $100 million, maybe. I don't think it costs that much to develop a Zelda game. Maybe let's look up the most recent. How much did it cost to make Breath of the Wild? Breath of the Wild cost approximately, according to this random Quora post, $120 million to make. So I would need, like, you think 60 million to make, for them to even get on board with making a new sequel to Twilight Princess? I think maybe. And that was like an open world game too. So it was probably more expensive than your average game development cycle. These are just the things I think about on any given day. It's usually Twilight Princess related. 'Cause come on, it's the best one. People will get mad at me for saying that, but it's my belief, it's my truth, and I'm gonna speak it, I'm gonna live it. If you can't handle that, then you don't deserve me at my best. My worst? I don't know. I think my best is my worst. I'm a pretty consistent guy. What you see is what you get. And if it's a goblin you see, it's a goblin you get. Now we gotta move this neck around. Kind of did myself some interesting favors here. Yoink. How much would it take for them to just how much would I have to pay someone to just show me what's going on with Metroid right now? I don't even want to alter the development. I just want to see if they even are working on it right now. If they're just like microwaving fish in the office microwaves. Just to be jerks like that. That's what I assume is going on in Retro Studios all day. And I can't be I can't be proven wrong because we haven't seen anything. No indication of progress from the Metroid developers. Don't even know if the game's real. We saw a logo and then we heard stories about them canceling and redoing development like 3 times. So who even knows what's happening right there? It's hard for me to visualize how the pecs and the deltoid muscles overlap in this particular spot. Let me just make sure I'm doing that right. It's been a while since I did anatomy studies. I have found the love interest that likes frogs. Nice. Alright, the pecs go underneath the delts. That's what I thought. But then if you look at it on Google, it's kind of just like, yeah, the pec go there, okay. Let's go here, okay. Is there a love interest that likes goblins? If no, don't answer. I don't think I can bear to hear it. I just met my first fake character, so probably, there's hope for us yet. Gotta make sure I'm not going too, like, Vegeta-esque here. This hair. It was going pretty tall for a second there. Unless that's what you want. If you do want a Vegeta hairdo, you can always just specify, and I can make... That is not even hard for me to do. I draw so many Gokus and Vegetas in my childhood, I could whip out a Vegeta haircut anytime. One of the romance characters looks like a goblin with wings. Interesting. What does this mean for me? I wonder. I'm okay with the Saiyan hair. I did tone it down. It's fine now. It was going a little gnarly for a second. We gotta keep it on model. At least for a second. And you wanted the full constellation visible, from what I understand. Let me go back. Full constellation. Okay, yeah. Let me just make sure I write that. Full constellation. Full const. Trees will need to go down a little bit further, maybe like here. And we'll do it. Let me zoom in on that. Then we got... There's one in there, isn't there? I think I see it. 1, 2, 3. I gotta open up this one. Let me see. Yeah, there's one hiding back there. Alright, there's 3, 1. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Do the necklace. That'll go there. Whoops. Windows key? Leave me alone. I just pressed the Windows key and I noticed that Windows, whatever we're on these days, what are we, 12? I don't even know. It has TikTok pre-installed on your computer? Why would I want that? Why would I want the TikTok app on my computer? I can already use the website and I don't, but I could. I refuse to acknowledge that. How do I remove that? I got the eyeball. Pretty standard shape that I can mimic from here to there. Gotta move this over. I was listening to Azure, no worries. I don't think I said anything too important. Just usually how it goes. Nobody's coming here for biting philosophy. Scathing political critiques. I don't have the secrets to the universe. I wish I had like one though, just to know what it is. Like I feel like if I had one secret of the universe, I could kind of like I could reverse engineer some other ones. So just give me like one, not even one of the important ones, just like what's the secret to living like 5 extra years compared to the average human being? What do I gotta do? I think I already know some of that. I'd probably like exercise, but I don't like doing that. At least cardio. Everything else is fine. Cardio is kind of like, why? I think I got some kind of lung condition. Last time I tried to do cardio consistently, it was just burning all the time until I stopped. I didn't even exercise that intensely either. I might have to see a pulmonologist. Is that what the lung doctors are called? I think that's what they're called. Pulmonologist. Pulmonary? Yeah, it would be pulmonologist, I think. I've seen a cardiologist, but that was for something that I didn't even, like, mean to have looked at. I was trying to get stuff for this stomach issue I have looked at. And when I was put under for one of the tests they were running, I think they had to put a camera in my neck, as it were. Found out I'm iron deficient, like, recently. But while I was getting this test done, my heart rate apparently spiked, and it was discovered that I have tachycardia. Or I had tachycardia. I no longer have it, which is cool. Never before has a surgery worked so, like, you have a condition and then you don't for me. Got the blood results back yesterday? Wow. That's pretty crazy. I mean, that seems like a pretty easy fix, at least, you know? You just get the supplements. Just down some of those. Explains why I'm so tired. That would also be it. I didn't even think about it. Maybe I'm iron deficient all the time. No, it's probably my abysmal sleep schedule and the fact that I work a night job, but it would be cool if I could just fix it by taking supplements. Stomach can't absorb enough. Ah, I see. I wouldn't even know how to go about it. I'm no doctor. All I know is that when I was under that test and they found out I had tachycardia, they freaked out because they didn't know I had tachycardia. And when I woke up from that test, not only did they not finish the test because I was having some kind of heart rate spike, they thought I was having like an event, like a cardiac arrest event or something. They cut off my shirt. And it was a good shirt. Because I didn't realize they were going to cut it off of me in the middle of whatever they were doing. So, they didn't even pay for it, either. They didn't even hand me like 20 bucks for cutting off my shirt. And I was pissed. I want my shirt back. They're lucky I wore a shirt that I was pretty okay with losing. Because I was planning on wearing like a shirt that I got from like a Jimi Hendrix event. Which is just like it's like a whole musical concert that happens once every... I don't even know if it'll ever happen again. Certainly not with the same lineup that they had that year's great. So that would have been stupid if they cut off that shirt. But they didn't, because I didn't wear it. Luckily. Wearing a shirt? They didn't put you in a gown? No, they were just doing like some kind of... Actually, I think I might have worn the shirt under the gown. What was going on there? No, I was wearing the shirt. You know, now that I think about it, I don't think they did put me in a gown. For that particular test. Which is a little strange. I mean, I guess it's just because they just, you know, they were putting... It was a... I believe it was just putting a like an endoscopy tube and looking around. If that was not standard procedure, no worries, we don't go to that gastroenterologist place anymore. So, if they were sketchy, which they might have been, you don't gotta worry about them. I have since tried a new place, and I gotta call them. I gotta do stuff. Because I still have this stomach issue. I've been trying to get the stomach issue fixed forever. And I'm not taking medications for it, so I think I'm gonna do a surgery. And then while I was doing that, I got this whole heart surgery done. In the middle of all that. And I was like, this isn't even what I came in here for. I mean, I'm glad they fixed it, because that condition, honestly, tachycardia, it's annoying. It's like, when I just, like, stood up too fast, I would just be, like, immediately just full on, like, 120 BPM or whatever. It was rough. I would feel so tired. So, that's gone. My endoscope had me in a full gown. I don't know what was going on with that test then. They did cut off my shirt, though. I was very upset. Although, I have so many dumb surgery stories of losing clothing, because I think during that heart surgery, they took my glasses off, because, naturally. That heart surgery was weird, by the way. I had to be semi-conscious for that surgery. That surgery was weird. Imagine just like a tube in your neck, and like some other tube going up through an artery in your leg, like in your groin up to your heart, and you're just awake for that. You don't feel a lot of it because they numb you real nice. But being semi-conscious for a surgery was a unique experience, one that I would rather not go through again. Truly bizarre. But after that surgery, when I woke up, they told me they lost my glasses. And I was like, how did you even... We were in one room. I was in the waiting room, and then you took me to the OR. How did you possibly lose my glasses? And it's at this point where I think Big Pharma's in on it. I think they're all connected. I think the eyewear industry is connected to the operating room for that particular facility. And they're just they're doing each other solids. If you get a patient with glasses, you lose them. So they have to buy new ones from us. That's my conspiracy anyway. You had surgery? Yeah, I had a heart surgery. It was not a major one, so you don't gotta worry about it. This was a while ago, by the way, not like the other week or something. I believe I've told you about this. Swan. Also, hello, Swan. They lost your glasses? Wow, no, they should have had all your stuff in a bag. Yeah, I don't even know how they lost it. So, needless to say, we don't go to those people anymore. Oh my god, I worry. You do not have to worry. It was literally one of the... I'm pretty sure I told you. I'm pretty sure I told everybody when it happened, because it's just such a weird thing to be in a surgery that you're semi-conscious for. I don't think us being in a surgery that I was semi-conscious for is something I could even contain. I feel like I'd have to tell everyone the moment it happened. This is one of my favorite Monster Hunter 4 tracks. Pretty sick song. You just say anything to me? We're not. How dare you? I am almost 1,000,000,000%. Oh wait, this doesn't have frames on the side, does it? Yeah, they don't. They just kind of hang on there. I definitely told Rob, which means I probably told you. Probably told Stinky Steve. I don't know if I did tell Steve. I don't know if I've told Steve. I might have told Steve. He probably doesn't remember, though, because why would he? Who remembers other people's surgeries? Which is probably another reason why you don't think I told you, because why would you remember a surgery I had? Told Robin, not me. Nah, you don't even... I don't even think you know if I told you. I feel the doubt in your brain as you're typing this. You're trying to roast me, put me on blast right now, but you're like in the back of your mind, you're like, he probably did tell me. And I can't prove him wrong. Having a conscious heart surgery feels memorable. It was pretty unique. I don't recommend it as like a fun thing to do on a Friday. That's for sure. This is the wrong thing. They did let me listen to whatever Spotify music I wanted to while they were doing it. And I did queue up some Beatles music, so you know I was vibing out while they were opening my face. Usually, more specifically, my neck. And shoving tubes in there to get to my my organ. So that they could laser off a little bit of the heart tissue that was freaking out whenever I stood up, basically. That's crazy. Yeah, it was weird. And they had to like they had to increase and lower my heart rate. It felt like a very advanced surgery too, and I'm like, I'm surprised that I even went through with it. But they said the risks were minimal for the particular type of condition I had. So I decided to go through with it. And they're like the whole time I was conscious, they were like pumping in, I don't know what they were doing, probably some kind of drug or electrical signal. I don't know exactly what, probably a drug. But they would like elevate and lower my heart rate a bunch involuntarily, so it was just weird being like, oh, my heart's beating faster now, and I didn't have any control over that. Like as an emotional or mental response. It's just happening. It's like, imagine if your heartbeat Like the rate at which it beat, not just the heartbeat in general, because I know that's involuntary. Like, it was more like blinking. Like it just happened. Or like breathing. Like if you just didn't have to think about increasing the speed of your heart rate at all, it would just do it. Completely independent of your mental state. And I know I have at least talked about how after the surgery I got placed in the recovery, I don't know what you call it, floor, room, whatever. And the person in the the little curtain division area next to mine had very clearly lost their mind, which was a little bit sad, but it was just like, oh my god, this guy is, for lack of a better term, not there all the way. And I just have to listen to this guy now for a while. Where's this eyeball? There's the eyeball. So, everyone, what's your weirdest surgery that you've had? You have to disclose it to me. I don't care about medical confidentiality or privacy. You legally have to tell me. You don't actually. This is a bit. Cannot disclose it now. This is a goof I am doing. Do not have to tell me. What's your most personal thought that you've ever had? And what are the digits to your social security number? If you don't mind. I can't even imagine what kind of horror stories I'll have when I start doing dental work or getting dental work done, because I've been thinking about it. Especially now that I have a job. There is some stuff, rather, that I wouldn't mind getting patched up. I don't have like a missing tooth or anything, but you know. Dental health is always something that you can improve upon. It just takes a lot of money for professionals to do stuff with it. Because, you know, it's usually not life-threatening. What's going on in your mouth? It could be. I suppose if you have like a precancerous patch of tissue in your mouth, that could be a thing. But most of the time, it's usually a cosmetics thing. But I can only imagine what kind of stories I would have with that. I'd probably, just my luck, if we've been talking about Little Shop of Horrors a bunch recently, I'd probably, just my luck, I would get some dentist who's who's like Steve Martin's character. Where he's just an absolute sociopath. Trying to give me a root canal immediately. I've had 2 ear surgeries, tonsils removed, wisdom teeth surgery, an endoscope, colonoscopy, stomach and intestinal surgery, removal of excess tissue in my knuckle in my right hand. I think that's all of them. I think I've only had the heart surgery in terms of actual surgeries. I can't think of anything else. If we're counting scops and scopies, though, I have had a few of those. Only the endoscopies. I have not had a colonoscopy. I don't think I have to worry about prostate cancer quite yet. But you never know. Oh yeah, Swan, I talked about it earlier on stream. I've decided I'm going to start watching Golden Kamui soon, because they announced that the 5th season is in development. I think they announced it a long time ago, but I just looked it up and I said, oh, well, if it's going to finish soon anyway, I might as well start it so I can watch the whole thing all at once. So yeah, I'm going to start doing that. Hell yeah, I was like, oh, Jesus, the story's a lot shorter than I thought it was. If they can adapt the whole thing in 5 seasons, I was impressed, to say the least. If my appointment next week says so, I need to have exploratory surgery to check if I have tissue where it shouldn't be in my gut. How would it get there? Get the frick out of there. Maybe this head is a little tall. Let's see where the hairline would be if I were to draw one here, and that'll give me a guideline. No, that's a pretty good scalp shape there. Alright, there we go. I am medically a mess. You know what? Same. I got some stuff. I think we need to lower this down here a bit. And I blame my dad. It's usually his side of the family that has the issues that I have, particularly the stomach issues. I don't know where the color blindness came from. I think my parents are both completely normal in that department. That's just a fun little thing I get to deal with for no reason. On the Punnett Square, I just happen to get the colorblind deficiency, and I'm the one who wanted to pursue art the most in my entire family. Except for maybe my brother. I got a brother who does stuff. And he's pretty good at it, too. I'm allergic to antibiotics in my own acid reflux, yeah. Fae Farm 3 has, Fae Farm 3, they're on 3 already? What happened to 2? No. Fae Farm has 3 colorblind modes, nice. I do like when games try to have that accessibility feature. Very nice. You'd be surprised how often they don't. And I'm not talking about indie games either. This is like AAA games. They just like, oh, colorblind people exist? Word? Whatever. We didn't put that in there. Set the mode's intensity also, that's good. That's another thing they don't consider, is how much of a spectrum it can be too. In terms of severity. So that's cool to see that they seem to know what they're doing when it comes to colorblind accessibility. What is this little music box number? I am not trying to fall back asleep, Monster Hunter. Not yet. Oh, now we're at a beach vibe. Alright, this is a little better. Fine. You've won this day. Put the glasses back on. I also have accessibility for the fishing mechanic. I have turned it on, and rather than holding the button, where did the void come from? I don't even know. And rather than holding the button, I can toggle the reeling on and off by pressing instead. That's pretty cool. You know what game does not have accessibility features for its fishing? Yakuza 3. That game is a nightmare if you want to go fishing. You gotta be superhuman to do that stuff consistently. Don't remind me. No, it's true, though. We all saw it. We've all seen it. soon. Remember that time when it was at like, was it 4 meters maybe? And then the line went down to 0? That was pretty weird when that happened. Just a funny little thing I remember. Let me know your thoughts on that. What happened? Oh, I saved it. I haven't saved once this whole time? I'm an idiot. I'm very dumb. Everybody save your stuff. Way more than I do. There, the image is saved. I can't believe I do that sometimes. When you're facing a Dark Souls boss and they kill you with a millimeter of health left, yeah, for you and the boss. If it's down to like a last hit scenario, that is infuriating. It's like, alright, I've got no healing. He's got no life. I just gotta hit him one time, and then he just whomps you. And then you cry, recompose yourself after about half an hour, you start again. Or you go to sleep for the rest of the day. You just gotta think that after you beat Ornstein and Smo, that Guinevere is waiting for you. In her very intentionally designed way. The concept artist himself said that I imagine her with giant breasts, and then the director Miyazaki himself was like, I didn't have the heart to tell him that he had to redesign her. And that's why she's like that in the game. That's my favorite bit of video game trivia ever, is that Guinevere was not supposed to be well endowed. The Miyazaki just didn't want to tell his concept artist to change it. And so he didn't. It's so adorable. That the man who makes poison swamps in every video game he directs, it's just like he couldn't bear it, man. His concept artist worked so hard on Guinevere's design, he's like, I can't do it, man. Or if you want her to look like this, you know what, who am I to say no? She can have huge boobs. If you want her to. Frankly, almost comical. Alright, let's draw the wings. This needs to be moved over. Let's go here. Whoops. Why does this version not have the wing jewelry on it? Now I gotta open up that. Where did it go, I wonder? I know that. Oh, that must have been the in progress one I sent before I went on a trip. Okay, fine. I'll open the other one then. Alright, we got the whoop and then the double swoop. Very technical terms, by the way. We gotta make sure we have the rangs, the Pearsons and whatnot. Excuse me, try again. see what's going on here. Yeah, that's what I did. This would probably be closer to the camera, actually, or more angled towards it. Now, is the head too large, maybe? Let's see. I think it might be. I don't think I properly accounted for scale here. Let's reduce that a bit. Yo. That looks better. More proportional. Some real golden ratio type stuff going on here. And then we got, I think that's all of the features that we needed here. That are essential to the upper half of the design. I think this wing might need to be adjusted, but other than that, I'll probably start going into line art. Now, Garo, if you're still here, do you have a preference for the line art stylings for this one? Or is it just kind of dealer's choice? Humanoid is your preference. Okay, okay. I think all artists who do a commission should have a Twitch stream where they could just have an open dialogue with their clients if they just decide to show up. It makes it so easy to just have a thing where you could be like, hello, what about this really specific detail that otherwise might take hours to get ironed out via text? You could just say stuff and then it's done. It's like, oh, hell yeah, dude. Now I understand. The ball form is the thick lines, understood. Maybe, you know, the artist should have the opportunity for an open dialogue, but the streamer should have an opportunity to shut down the open dialogue. Like, for example, when I requested a sketch commission of Wet Makoto, not once, but 2 times now, and I have yet to receive one. Where is my free Wet Makoto artwork? I demand it. In the talk. I don't think I'm ever gonna get Wet Makoto. Ever. I'm starting to think this is a goddamn conspiracy. I might have to just make it myself at this point, and I'll put, you know what I'm gonna do, Swan? I'm gonna make it, and I'm gonna put it on my secret account. Yes, that's right, the NSFW one, and you'll never find it. Never, ever. I'm gonna make this out of spite. I'm gonna hide it away. For me and like 4 other people that actually see my account. Reach out to me in like 4 months. Wow. If I can't have Wet Makoto, no one can. Does it exist if I haven't seen it? Yes. I would say so. Bigfoot's real, and I doubt you've seen him, and I'm 100% confident in saying that. I don't think there's anything wrong with the thing I just said out loud. Not even a little bit. Aliens real. They found the corpses. Now, are the corpses exactly the same corpses that were exposed as a hoax like 10 years ago? Yes. And that's really the end of that statement, I suppose. No further arguments, Your Honor. We're just wrong on this one. Guilty. Lock him up. You're the defendant. You're the friggin' defense attorney. I know. And I have to admit when I'm wrong. Prosecutor's right on this one, Chief. I imagine that would happen in a Phoenix Wright game like that. Phoenix Wright's just kind of like, no, actually, I messed up. Don't become an attorney. Listen, all I'm saying is if somebody is in the wrong, and then I realize that, I can't defend them anymore. Does the wind exist? Does the wind exist, Swan? You can't see the wind now, can you? Does human joy exist? Swan. Does the concept of joy elude you? Is that why you're so bitter all the time? Because you can't see joy, and therefore it ain't real? Wet Makoto doesn't exist? Not if I have anything to say about it. Hold on a second. We're doing a speed run. This is Google searching noises. I almost just Googled Wet Makoto. I don't want to do that. Fastest Googling you've ever seen. That. Whoosh. We're doing it. So that's what you had in mind? Yeah, this is just it. This is in my mind's eye. If you draw, then I don't have. That's literally not how it works. Hold on, Zotan is attempting to draw a car. Everybody panic. Shit. This is the worst thing I've ever drawn in my life. Alright, get this out of here. Get this whole thing out of here. Must be nice to see in your brain. I don't know if I saw that in my brain. I certainly saw it. Yeah, Makoto can stay. But that was more of like a blind fury. This eye needs to be more lower here. Where is Zotan? He's not here yet. He's arriving, I think. Hold on, what's happening? Oh, my stuff is messed up. Hold on, I gotta fix something.
Where is this?
What is going on right now? Alright, hold on. Let me try going back to my screen or something. I gotta, like... What's up? Where's the idiot? He's supposed to be making art right now. What the hell's going on? I can't believe this. What do I pay him for? What did he say before he left? This is the dumbest shit I've ever had to deal with. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. Fine. I'll do it. What is he even drawing here? Do you people pay for this stuff? That's crazy. Hello, hello? Yeah, hello. I know who all of you are. I've been watching the streams as sort of a moderator this whole time. Personally, I'm giving the streams like a 6 out of 10, maybe a 5 on the average day. You're so much better than Zotan. You know, it's just nice to hear the truth sometimes. Honestly, he comes out of here. He owes me a life debt for lore reasons, unbeknownst to everyone else. And this is how he repays me? Where did he go? I can't believe this. The things you do to find good help these days. And they just walk out midstream? Lord. You're right. I'm gonna try and do my best impression of him. I'm Zotan. I'm an idiot. I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm doing. Got an art degree. What is he even doing with it? Nothing. I don't know where I am. Right? Working at a grocery store type looking head ass. Alright. Maybe I'll just keep doing the impression of him for audio's sake. Honestly, I think this model looks way more appealing than the other one. Oh, hold on. I hear some... Is he coming back? Oh, thank God. What the hell's wrong with this guy? Ugh. 1 second. What's up, guys? I brought my cat ears. Why is the screen different? What happened? Anyone stop by when I wasn't here? Somebody like, I don't know, like short. You know what? Never mind. Clearly your model is superior. What are we talking about? You mean, with, the cat ears on? Zotan stopped, but what the fuck? Is it nothing or Zotan? Those are two very different things. He was talking you up? I don't... that doesn't sound like him. I mean, I guess there's a first time for everything. Oh well.
Maybe I'll talk to him later. You know what? Things are finally looking up. I was getting a little bit worried that he was holding that life debt I owe him over my head for so long, but maybe he's loosened up a bit. He's finally starting to see things my way. Expanded the lore? What is wrong? What? Without me? That just seems a little rude. I took notes. Hi, Mask. How's it going? Mask, you didn't see anyone, did you? Pointy nose, glasses, shoulder-length hair. He's about 2'6". Mosk. Well, if it isn't Mosk. My most finest of adversaries. Ms. Zotoni took over the stream? I can't believe this. He's never done that before. Am I doing a bad job? I hope not. He's a little nasty about that sometimes. Doesn't he know I'm trying my best? He's like, get the webcomic out sooner, and I'm just like, I can only make the pages so fast. You're making me do, like, another job on top of all this stuff. I got things to do. Zoton, and then he spits at me. He doesn't spit on me, but he spits in my direction, which I think is more offensive. It's like, if you're gonna spit at me, at least be a big enough of a man to incite some conflict here. No, he spits near me, so I have to avoid it. On the floor. It's like, now someone's gotta clean that. That's just indecent. Connection is really unstable. I'm sorry to hear it. I think it might just be, well, it doesn't look like it's on my end, so at the very least, at least I don't have to butcher my VOD later. I knew this would be skewed. We can fix this so easily. I love the skew transform tool. It fixes all of my dumb art garbage that I make. It froze, then I heard Zotan talking about getting spat on, then it froze again. It's unfortunate because I haven't seen a drop. Conflict. Getting spat on, I don't like it. He just does it. Near me, by the way. Not on me. Cannot reiterate that enough. Why does this look so weird? I think it might be this arm here. Maybe the angle of the head as well. Let's fix that up. Whoops. I'll just leave this here. Bye-bye. Really bad internet connection over here. Alright, no worries, Mass. Thanks for stopping in regardless. Probably exams. I'll check whatever that is out in a second. You've left me a very difficult... Oh no, the link is autofilled. Never mind. Zotan better... What? Why do I even put these cat ears on? You know what? No more cat ears anymore. If we're gonna be like this, well, fine. Fine. I don't even want to be. What even ever, dude? What is this? Majima and Kiryu sing Luxury. My honest reaction. I think we gotta angle this wing here. Alright, let's try adjusting it again, and with the flip, let's see where it is. No, I think we gotta adjust the head one more time. Once we get these angles all set, I don't know why they're being so askew today. Also watch Kamen Rider just cause. Zio's pretty cool. I have friends who are into Kamen Rider. They have not succeeded in getting me into it. Maybe someday I will fall victim to it. So far, I've been immune. I had another reference that I forgot. Wait, where did it go? Where did my other reference go? Oh, I guess I didn't copy-paste it. It's got... This is a double sweeping. Saw your circuit tool out the corner of my eye. I thought you were making me alien, like the singer from The Fifth Element. Maybe I could. Maybe that's exactly what I should do. Would you like an alternate, like maybe one of the Garo like add-ons that you discussed can be this headpiece from this singer? I'm looking at a reference of them now, and my lord. Christina Aguilera cosplays as the singer from The Fifth Element? When did this happen? And why? Why did this happen? I'm entering a whole new rabbit hole. I didn't even realize. When did this happen? It's gonna be like 2021. This is 2022. It's even more recent. Still haven't gotten the beard? Yeah, we can get that. Why did Christina Aguilera dress as the singer from The Fifth Element for Halloween on 2022? Oh, are we out of music again? Frick. This is what Mask linked, by the way, so this is the music we have. Oh no. This is heinous. I hate it. I hate it. Majima should never do a falsetto ever, man. It's so funny that if you feed Japanese audio or the Japanese language into an AI speech model, it just spits out English, because why wouldn't it? It's so funny. This is a nightmare, by the way. And you know what the worst part is? My stream's probably going to get copyrighted because of this somehow. You know, the worst part is that I'm starting to enjoy it the more it goes on. Eventually, AI will just be able to produce stories and animations and movies specifically tailored to your interests, and when we reach that age, I believe we will all truly be in the Matrix, and the apocalypse will be upon us. Like, you're gonna be like, I want a story that's like 25% like Berserk in terms of like themes and narrative, but I want everything else to be relatively variant based on that. A little bit of flair from Vinland Saga, and do it in the entirely animated in the manga style of Vagrant Story, not Vagrant Story, of Vagabond. Why did I say Vagrant Story? Started with a V, I guess. We're out of music again. It was only one song, so I'm not surprised. Majima and Kiryu sing Promiscuous. Oh my god. This thumbnail? I don't even want to click on the video, but I do want to show everyone the thumbnail to what I'm looking at right now, because I think this is probably the greatest thing of all time. Majima working that dress. Let's go. How does he do it? How does he pull off any look that he wants? It's not fair. No god. Who is this? Azalea Banks. Luxury slowed. Majima sings Hey Yeah, yeah Hey Yeah Yeah. I know how to sing this song, but pronouncing this title is impossible. Hey Yeah 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 Yeah. Whoop, that is the Matrix that I just showed on screen right there. What do I want to play right now? We'll close it out with Ghibli Cafe again, because I'm lazy. Ooh. I think I got to adjust this wing, and then I'll probably call it for today. I think these wing lines up here are the ones that are bugging me. Yeah, that's a better wing shape, I believe. I do declare. Do declare? I don't even know Eclair. That's just for me. Everyone forget I said that, please. Actually, it would be... I don't even know Declare. That would be their name in this situation. Oh, the dogs are barking. Awesome. Awesome. Very cool and based. Why must they vex me so? I really should just close the blinds when I go upstairs. That way they can't see nothing. No FedEx trucks. I can't hear the dogs say, yeah, but I hear them. And they're being annoying, and they know they're being annoying. How dare they? Do we like this far better, or did I like it better when it was straighter down? I'm not sure. It's the sketch right now, so it doesn't matter too much, but I'll figure that out in the line art phase. Either way, I think we're good for now. Let me hide this stuff so I can see this in its undisturbed wholeness. Alright, so this is where we are at so far. Heal. Heal. And I might just do... You know what I might just do? I might just do this again. Just a little bit of a skew back. We'll flip one more time for a checkup on it. No, that skewed it back too far again. It really is just better like that. Yeah, I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine the way it is. Alrighty then. Austin Powers. Not even the right movie. Not even the right actor or anything. Beanbag. Yep. Thank you all for stopping by. It's looking great. Thank you. Let's just bring it back up on screen again. Look at that. Let's do a good old Control-0. Zoom in. A Control-Garo, if you will. Shouldn't, but I did. I'm excited and nice. That's the best I could hope for. But with that said, I'm gonna go back to sleep again. Thank you all for stopping by. More stuff, the usual, etc. You all know the routine, and I'm not gonna escape it anytime soon. This is my rut, and I'm gonna lie in it. Taking a nap. Thank you for streaming. I'll catch y'all later. And bye-bye. In my regards to Zotan the Handsome? No. Not until Wet Makoto is in my grasp. In my equally moist grasp. Bye!